Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we should probably think about cleaning up some border core over here in Europe. That's absolutely a thing that we should do. We're also 4 direct vassals above our limit, and that's not necessarily ideal. I mean, this count will do part of it. Okay, we can transfer that directly into West Francia, no problem there. In fact, it looks like there's a couple more over here, maybe? No, that guy's a Khan, and that's a Khanum. Okay, no problem there. Sounds good. What else do we have over here? So we're down to 3, and 3 is a reasonably comfortable place to be, but it's not perfect. I'm probably not going to spend too much time attempting to get rid of vassals at this point, though. I think we're largely okay. We would like to build up some additional cash. There's no doubt about that. This betrothal can go through, and that's fine. Okay, we're not going to ransom anybody. That's absolutely not going to happen. I do think that we should start looking into going after, like, Lower Lorraine over here. This might not be a terrible idea. 4874. Wow, she has a lot. Okay. That would be her ally? Duke of Bavaria. Yeah, okay. He's currently defending against one of our vassals and winning, which we're not necessarily okay with. But I think this is fine. What we're going to do is we're going to declare on this lady first. We're going to do a conquer duchy. And then we're going to declare on this lady, and we're going to do a conquer duchy. Now, that is going to put us in conflict with Bavaria down here. Where are the Bavarian troops? That is the question. Did that actually end the previous war? Yes, it did. Okay. That's fine. So we can't intervene in that war, but that's okay. We're going to drop our rally point here. Actually, here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms. I'm not sure it'll actually take 18 months. I sure hope it won't. And we're going to raise some levy troops as well. She's got about 5k here that she instantly raised up. And, I mean, we have comparable numbers, but yeah, this is going to be a thing. We got a little greedy. Although we're winning this. If she brought these guys in, we would not be. This is silly, to be sure. But we are winning. These guys really should reinforce. It's too late now, though. That's actually a huge victory. That was born of pure greed. Okay. Well, we're going to go in over here with this large force, and we're going to go after their holy order. Sounds good to me. Our men-at-arms will show up in the eventually category. We are at minus 18% in this, and that is because of the existing war. We can see over here they're sieging. That's fine. That's completely okay. And yeah, you can see there's all this going on up here. So, first things first. Do we catch these here? No. So, I think, well, we need to continue to trim down forces over here. I'm going to raise up a few more levy troops, because I think we're going to need them. And these guys, they are going to head up here, and, I mean, we're not going to stop this siege, but we'll see about fighting this force eventually. If we get an opportunity over here, actually, this looks like an opportunity to me. We'll go ahead and take that. Eventually, our men-at-arms will show up. In fact, they are here. Cool. So we're going to walk them in over this way. And there's only 212. Sure. For now, that's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is the following. We'll wait for this battle to finish. There we go. And now we're going to, of course, take these guys, and we're going to split off the trebuchets. Everyone else is going to head up over here. Then we're going to split off somewhere around 3,500 levy troops. They're going to come over here. And these guys are going to also head to Arnheim. Then these guys are going to stop gathering, and they're going to come in and reinforce over here. That'll be fine. No real problem there. Excellent. So these guys are going to turn around over here. This is slightly problematic for this force, to the point where we actually have to turn around and cut these off if we don't want them to take out our siege force. We're a little concerned about the occupation over here, but it'll change soon. Okay, there's a stack wipe. So we're going to head up over this way. There is this army down over here still, but they're going to be at that for a while, 6 months, so that's okay. We inherited a domain somewhere. We're at 13 of 12. The one over here? Yes. We shouldn't have this one. This should be a low noble. Okay, problem solved. We're going to come back over this direction, and we'll fight this force. We're hoping... Oh, that's a lot. We have to turn around again and fight these guys. Never mind! Never mind. We captured her in this. This war's over. That's awful convenient. We're going to move up here. These guys can now come up and fight. Okay, we obviously need to hand out all of this territory. There's no doubt about that. That is not going to our son and player heir. He could start building up things like prestige, but I don't think there's too much of a point to that, in all honesty. So that's great. We are done with this war. We are, of course, going to want to grab this duchy as well. We'll create that. And that de jure goes to this gentleman right here. Excellent. 4 direct vassals over. Can we directly transfer him over? No. This de jure belongs to the Kingdom of Lotharingia, which we can actually create. And we're going to give that, well, to a kind of weaker Khan. Maybe even Pomerania. You know what? Let's do it. He gets Lotharingia. Excellent. Cool. So that'll do. We're going to come up here, start taking back some of this territory, and then, of course, come down this way. Once we're done taking out this army, these guys are going to come over this direction. We do have attrition, though, and we might want to think about raising a few additional levy troops over here, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, there's a lot of attrition coming through over here. This is some very awkward territory to navigate. Okay. Good to know. Well, we'll see about catching them. And in fact, we may or we may not. Looks like we do catch them. We're going to come over here. We're at 25% negative right now. That's okay. We're going to get some battle war score, which means that they can't possibly win. Now, these guys over here, only 194. That's fine. We're going to go group up with them. Taking attrition on the way through yet again. Hopefully this fort will have fallen by the time we get there, actually, and we may not take the attrition. We're not moving super quickly here. It's going to be close. Nope, we did take the attrition. Sad. Well, it's not the end of the world. We are back to 0% war score at this point, and this is 8,200 troops, 8,800. That's plenty. We're not going to raise up any more over here, that's for sure. These victories are kind of irrelevant to us. It could be a larger herd. Beautiful. How's our tech going? Windmills are 9 years out. Okay, sounds good. And we don't care about anything else. Fantastic. Well, we care about it in so much as it allows us to get into the late medieval era, I suppose. So that's the thing. So these guys have finished their siege, and they've started another one. We now control Holland, and we're going to head over here. We'll group these guys together, and then we'll come in and perhaps stack wipe them, actually. We have a pretty good number, or numeral advantage here, and a good commander as well. We happened to already have a military engineer in charge of our siege force, so that's wonderful. They're raising up a 2k stack. They do have bombards. Which makes us a little sad, but it's okay. We're actually not that far behind that. A few years, we'll have bombards of our own. And there we go. We're going to head on in over this direction. We do see that they have a decent number of troops over here, but we need to come hit this force. Okay, they're going to siege over here. I'm fine with this for now. That's going to take them a while. Sounds good to me. These guys are running. Unsurprising, but they're running. 7 months. Okay. Actually, 6 months. Cool. So the Bohemian forces are routed and, in fact, wiped. Excellent. And we're going to make our way back up over this way. We're up to 35% war score at this time. And our siege is going kind of slowly, if I'm honest. We do need access to bombards, but that's not something that we can do yet. Sad. We are going to have quite a lot of these finishing up pretty quickly, though, so that's great. Chronicle writing, of course, did finish up, so that's also fine. Their siege is actually going faster than ours. Unfortunate. They're getting better siege rolls than we are. We do have a large breach now. And of course, the reason that they're... well, they actually have 2.8 progress per day compared to our 8.9. But they're just getting better rolls, is all there is to it. They have bombards, which does help those rolls pretty dramatically. Our troops are heading back up. They have taken this, and they're probably going to come fight us, if I had to bet. No, they're just going to sit in their capital. That's actually ridiculous. I don't know why they're doing that. They could easily win this fight. Yeah, there they go. But our reinforcements are almost here now. Like, I don't think they stack wipe this. It's taking us a long time to get there. Oof. They did stack wipe it. That's really rough, then. I mean, we're going to finish them off here pretty quick. No problem. But now we don't have siege weapons for this war. Yeah, I mean, I was a little greedy there. No doubt about it. We're going to raise up our men-at-arms. This is claiming 5 months, but actually it's going to be quite a bit longer than that, I bet. I'm not sure if it's actually going to raise trebuchets. Yeah, 3 years. Okay. Well, we've got 9 years on this siege. That's a rough one. But what we can do is we can split and we can slow siege all of these simultaneously, which will help dramatically. And then we'll have ticking on our side. So we'll split like that, and then these guys, once they arrive here, they will split as well. And we're going to do something kind of like this. We get a stewardship perk available. We could take fearful troops. Sure. I'm actually going to take likable. Okay. Next, we're going to need siege leaders in all of these, if we can at all help it. A lot of these are unavailable, but we're going to just look for siege leaders. If we have any more. They're apparently rather rare. None? We have no other siege leaders. Okay. That's exciting stuff. Absolutely exciting. So yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as mercs with siege weapons. There's also no such thing as holy orders with siege weapons. So this is clearly a change to our combat doctrine that needs to be made because of the ability of enemies to just raise up forces after they've been stack wiped like that. We clearly need to have our siege forces be larger. I'm thinking at this point something like 10k should be our siege forces from here on out. I did raise it from 2k without really talking about it. I did raise it from 2k to around 4k, but I think that it should probably be raised to around 10k to prevent situations like this in the future. Now, I don't expect this to be our... Yeah, this is just a knight. I don't expect that to be a siege weapon, but that's okay. 5 months over here. That's okay. We're also going to raise up a few additional levy troops because we're going to need reinforcements. And so we're going to raise up somewhere around 5k here. And we'll be able to swap them in and out and resupply some of these. So that'll be good. Any moment now. Okay, so this one's going to be 2 months. That does mean that their ticking is going to go away. That's going to be a big deal. And we're going to need to check in over here. Yeah, there's nothing going on over here in Bohemia right now. Cool. So that's completely fine. These slow sieges are working nicely. Wealth aplenty, huh? Immaculate Gardens. Sure. That'll be fine. So this fort will fall shortly, and then these guys will be able to go resupply. Which is excellent. That is very, very important, of course. 10 days. There we go. And there's that ticking war score gone. And this is plenty. We'll split that and have them come down over here. And these guys, they're going to come up over this way. And these will just stay put. These guys will come out and resupply. We got a good siege roll here on their capital. That's great. And this is actually a siege commander. Perfect. These guys are going to swap. And this force is going to come down over here along with these guys. I'd like to fight these forces. There's an enemy holy order that was called in. That's okay. Is ticking war score on our side or on no one's side? I believe it's currently on no one's side. Okay, so we're going to fight these guys, and we're going to win. There's no doubt about that one. These slow sieges are progressing. This war would have been over had I not been greedy with our trebuchets, and that's happened too frequently. Like I said, we clearly need to enlarge our sieging forces. That is definitely a thing that has to happen. We're going to chase down this force over here. No problem whatsoever. We're not going to get battle war score from it, and that's okay. We don't have to. All we're interested in doing is making sure that this isn't happening. Like, well, there's a reasonably large Bohemian force sieging right now. But we're going to group these guys together. And I'm going to split off the horse archers and the knights here. There we go. They're going to come on down over this way. And then here we're going to split off our armored horsemen and all of our knights, of which we have 6. If I can grab the actual scroll bar here. Excellent. There we go. So they're going to come down over this way as well. Cool. These guys are resupplying for the moment. How long is this siege going to be? 3 years. Okay, that's fine. No problem there. No problem whatsoever. These guys will resupply. We need to swap these. And that will be just fine as well. So we'll just relieve this poorly supplied force. There we go. And all of these guys can group up over here. They're going to come down after the Knights Templar. Excellent. Down they go. Our resupplies are working. Excellent. So, I mean, this is doable. It's just nowhere near as quick as it would have been if we had kept our siege weapons alive. Oh boy. That's very rude. Very, very rude. We're going to walk in here. We're going to split this force in half. We're going to walk in here. We're going to split this force in half. We're going to walk in here. Very, very rude. But we win, and that's fine. No problems here. We're going to beat up the Knights Templar a little bit. That'll be fine. And we are going to... I think we're going to leave the third army here. So the third army is this one. We will shift-click to deselect that. The rest of these are going to head out over this way. We did capture an enemy combatant. We'll get some feudal taxes. That's always nice. But yeah, this war shouldn't have been this complicated. There's no doubt about it, and we have to change our doctrine. That's kind of a period end of story situation. So that's fine. We're going to start aiming for like 10k, assuming I remember in future wars. But I'm going to try to aim for like 10k in our siege stacks. I think that'll be acceptable. So these guys are going to make their way on up. And in fact, we might be able to catch them over here-ish. No, we're not. But we'll head on over. This siege will be done in just a couple of months. That should net us ticking war score, as well as a good chunk of occupying war score. Excellent. Now, we're currently sieging the Bohemian capital. I don't think there's any point in doing that. We're going to pursue their main army instead. That'll be just fine. But yeah, we clearly need to protect our trebuchets more than we currently are. There's no doubt there. Changes must be implemented. So we're going to move these guys in over here, and this siege will be done in just a few days. We're going to catch the Bohemian army. Not that we're going to get war score from that, but that's fine. We'll prevent them from getting war score. And this siege is wrapping up right now. Excellent. Now, that's not going to net us ticking until we have one of these done. Those are going to take a while. Now, this doesn't currently have a siege commander, and I would love to get one in there. And we had one over here. Is he in charge of this army? No. Where did that siege commander go? We absolutely need one in here. I know we had one. Here's one. We would also love to have one up here if there's one available. Let's see. Any siege commander? Yep. Fantastic. So we'll get those going. That will buy us a lot of extra time here, actually. And I think at this point, we're just going to want to come and cap back Parsberg and Regensburg. So that's these over here. So we'll just head up over to there. We're going to split this force in half, and these guys will head to Regensburg. They're going to take attrition going through there. We'll just have them route around. Cool. It'll take slightly longer, but that's fine. Still another 600 days, basically 2 years, until our trebuchets show up. But yeah, we need to avoid this situation in the future. No doubt there. Soaring ambition. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. I didn't even look at his traits. Okay, so that's going to be 3 years. I mean, we're probably not going to get that finished, in all honesty. Maybe we will, actually. Well, no, we're certainly not. Because once these guys are done, they're just going to walk directly in here, and the war will be over. So that'll be fine. He's raising up forces here again. How rude. What a rude dude. Okay. Well, we're heading in, and he's not going to win this. Like, under no circumstances is he going to win this. There we go. Problem solved. And we're going to send, I think, let's see, supply-wise. We're going to send these guys out over this way. No, not you. I deselected you. The shift click didn't work for whatever reason. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is a stack wipe, guaranteed. We outnumber them sufficiently. 3 years and 2 years there. 16 months. And 4 years and 3 years. Okay, that's actually not a stack wipe. We do have a perk, though, and we are going to take positions of power. Cool. They're retreating into their capital? Wait, what are they doing? Where are they going? Up here? That's an awkward place to retreat to. Okay. We do have a dangerous faction, and that's because this war has dragged on and we look a little weak on paper. Also, there's a lot of relatively happy vassals like this gentleman who's just like, you know what? I like you, but I'm out. Very strange. What can we do about this guy? I mean, quite a bit, actually. Well, not much. Well, maybe. We have no children that are available right now? I guess not. No, we do. We have a daughter. But both of these are daughters. Unhelpful. Okay. I mean, we'll fight up here and maybe we'll capture them. That would be nice. But here's the thing. If they rebel, we do win that. Like, they have to understand that. No one has ever succeeded in rebelling against us in the history of this nation. So, there's that. So these sieges are continually underway. 19 and 21 months. And we've also got 3 years and 4 years. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like a lot of these guys shouldn't be doing factionalism. Like this guy, for example. I don't believe he should be. Yeah, we have that tyranny because I was dumb. But that is getting better. For sure. What can we do about this guy? Nothing. We could do something about this guy. He's only 8%. But I guess that'll do. Cool. We can also negotiate a few additional alliances. And we may as well. This is defensive negotiations perk, isn't it? No, we share bonds of blood. Okay. Bonds of blood. And bonds of blood. Excellent. So we'll get all those going. We're hoping that some of those will be in this. But we do absolutely need to get out of this war. I mean, it'll go fairly quickly. We need to check where the war leader is going to be here. Like, where is this guy? This is... I don't even know. Out over here? That's not that far away. Okay, we could raise troops over there. We could deal with that. That shouldn't be too bad. We are currently still 400 days, about 13 months away from getting our siege weapons, which is deeply unfortunate. And he's just continually running in like this. Raising a stack and running in. Very strange. Okay, there's another stack wipe. But this is what I mean when I say that sieges are too strong and other forms of winning wars are too weak. Like, it should be obvious to them at this point that they don't win this war, right? But yet they won't give up until 100% war score. I don't know, it's kind of strange. 4 years and 2 years. We've actually had a setback up here, I guess? Okay. So this is going to be in 5 months. Actually, there's a new leader here, isn't there? Or did he just get older? He might have just gotten older. Okay. That's not too helpful. We can send him a gift. It's only 172 gold. And see if he'll leave the faction. He probably won't, but we'll see. It'll be interesting for sure. But yeah, personally, I think that Paradox should adjust the thresholds on joining factions. Actually, this guy's now in charge. He is someone we can do something about. We can actually bounce this faction if we wanted to. We should also get a new concubine, so we'll go ahead and do something like that. But what I'll do for right now is I'm going to break this betrothal. Now, it's not ideal to break betrothals, but we can do this. Excellent. That's going to bounce the faction, and technically, if I wanted to be optimal, I should have waited until that 3 months was up. But that'll do for now. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, we're going to finish this, and we're going to stop having our siege forces be too small. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.